Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 Le FH18B2, the French DDR5 Premium SPG. It's being driven by JohnnieP on the north spawn of Steps, but he's about to become the victim of two trolls in the game. And they're both on his team, and they're both in T14s. And there they are. TheySeeMeTrolIng, and the other one, where is he? I think it's 911 Reloaded, and there's a third I think as well, or is it? No, that's just those two, the T14s. Well, as you can see, he's actually moving away to a firing position over on the east side of the map, but the trolls are going to come over here and they're going to try and interfere with the game. In fact, actually, if we leave JohnnieP at the moment and we move over to where the T14s are, you can see they are already trolling somebody else. Yes, they are interfering with that Tog 2, and they're ruining his game. And due to a fault in the replay manager, we can't actually see what they're doing at the moment, but we do know they are actually trolling that Tog. Oh, no, they've left him alone now, and they've decided to go and troll somebody else. Okay, so we are following them for the moment, just to see what they're up to. JohnnieP is going to try and fight the game normally, and you can see they're now trying to push that Panzer IVH out in front of the enemy. They're shoving him out so he gets shot at by the enemy tanks, and now he's receiving fire. Well, in fact, he's trying to fire back to stop the trolls, and you see he's abandoned the position he was in. And I suspect they're now going to try and troll the Hellcat. Well, it certainly looks as if TheySeeMeTrolIng is doing it. Now, these players, they open these accounts with a join code which gives them a free tank. And as a consequence of that, they then use this free premium tank to go around and troll other players. Well, we're still following them. And you can see that they're still trying to troll that Panzer IVH. Now at the moment we've lost them again because of the replay manager. And we can hear that JohnnieP is firing at the enemy at this moment. And the T14s have now decided to go and troll the Hummel on the other side of the railway tracks. Well, we're moving over here. At the moment we can't see them because of the replay manager, but we do know that they are moving because of the minimap. We can actually see on the minimap what's actually going on. And unfortunately, we can see that they are in actual fact pushing and shoving the Hummel about. If the replay manager will allow us to see what's going on. But you can see the icons are overlaid and they're pushing the Hummel about. I'm pulling back a bit further. Hopefully if the replay manager will allow us, we'll see what actually happens. But JohnnieP is going to become a victim of these trolls as well. Now, Wargaming did warn people that if they took out damage from the game, team damage, that it would eventually lead to people abusing physics to actually ruin games. And these two T14s are doing precisely that. They're ruining the game by trolling people. Okay, now they've actually moved, and there's the T14s. One of them, TheySeeMeTrolIng, and there's the other one, 911 Reloaded. And the Hummel has actually been killed now. So rather than actually stay where they are now going to try and troll others. You can see 911 Reloaded is headed off in the east side of the map, whilst the other T14 is going up to troll that Hellcat. So these two players are intent on ruining the game for everyone on their team. The Hellcat's had to abandon his position. He can't stay there. But the T14 is now going to try and join his friend, who is now at this moment about to troll Johnny Powers, or JohnnieP. And there you are, you see JohnnieP's Fifi is being pushed back by the T14. And he's trying to flip him over. He's pushed him right up against the edge of the map in an attempt to flip him on his side and kill him. I think that's what they actually did to the Hummel. They flipped him over to kill him. We'll bring the size of the minimap down a bit, but we can see what's going on now. And yes, they're both pushing him from both sides. They're not allowing him to play the game. Now the replay manager takes them away just for a brief second, and now they're back again. And they're just not playing the game. They're just not interested in the game at all. And it's players like this that bring the bad name to the game. You see, JohnnieP cannot move at all, and they've managed to get under him. Now they're going to flip him on his side now, and now he's upside down. It won't be long before he's dead. Yeah, he's inverted, which means he will die. So his game has been completely ruined by these two players. Not only should they lose their accounts, but they should be forced to compensate JohnnieP for the damage they did during this game. And in fact, actually, the AMX 12-ton on the enemy team is now firing at JohnnieP, and he's been killed. Now, because he was killed by the enemy and not by the T14s upending him, he won't receive compensation. So the T14s have got away with a team kill, even though they caused him to be upended and allowed the enemy to kill him. And that's another injustice. If Wargaming is going to have trolls like this in the game, and if they keep offering free tanks to enable people to come into the game, then you're going to get situations like this where people are not only disadvantaged by the inactions or the actions of trolls, but they lose credits as a result because they weren't killed by the trolls. And here's the end of battle results for JohnnieP. These T14s, and they were absolutely appalling. And in actual fact, one of them appears to have changed his name since to make game toxic again. So 911 Reloaded has been forced to change his name, probably by Wargaming, because they found that his name was inappropriate. As you saw during the game, there he is, 911 Reloaded, and TheySeeMeTrolIng, but his name has now actually changed to a different one. Or is it? No, that's a pair of trolls on the enemy team. Sorry, I got that wrong. There's a pair of trolls on the enemy team called Make Game Toxic Again and Plane Hijackers of 911. So all of these players are trolls. In the T14, obviously a T14 has been used as a welcome code to entice people to join the game so they get a free tank. And all they're doing is they're using these codes to create accounts with these free tanks, and then going into the game and causing absolute havoc for everybody on the side they happen to be on. And I no doubt that these two players were doing exactly the same destructively to the enemy team as well. So, Wargaming, you really do need to remove these people. JohnnieP did actually make a profit during this game, but that was only because he was doing quite a bit of damage to the enemy. We can see in the team score that he actually got the second highest damage on his team, 650 hit points of damage and 1 kill, whilst the T67 got the highest amount, 720 and 2 kills. So JohnnieP actually did make a profit, 14,086 credits, and he got a profit when it came to the XP, 594, but there was no compensation other than 117 by the trolls. So he really wasn't properly compensated for the damage that was done by that game. So Wargaming, please ban these players, the T14s of 911 Reloaded, and the other one of TheySeeMeTrolIng, and then these two, Make Game Toxic Again, and Plane Hijackers of 9 September. These people are obviously trolls, and trolls accounts, we need you to remove them as soon as possible, please. Thank you.